Hey guys, how's it going today? Guns for Fun, CAA, Jana, and Justin. This is a very special ESEE. This is the ESEE number 5. The reason why it's a special ESEE is because it's the last ESEE I need for my whole collection, my complete collection. I'm really happy to have this one. I'm going to go over some of the specs on the ESEE 5, but before I go over the specs, I did swap out the handles, the scales right here. I took off their micarta scales. I put on the TKC custom handles, and you can get those from Deal over at the Knife Connection if you're interested in those. Now, the specs of the handle length before were 4.78 of an inch, and the handle material is going to be G10. So the whole blade is powder coated. The color I got on this one is the OD green. They come in OD green and they do come in a black. The blade thickness on this blade is coming in at 1/4 inch. It's got a drop point style of a blade. The cutting edge is, the whole cutting edge on this blade right here is 5 1/4. Now the grind on the blade is a saber grind. The knife style, of course, you guys all know it's a fixed blade. All the ESEEs are made in the US. Now the overall length on this whole entire blade right here is coming in at 11 inches. On the back here we got a pommel with a glass breaker. The rock hardness on this blade is 57 RC. On the back here it's got the thumb jimping right there for you guys. Okay, now the handles before, I had different handles on here before. They had the bow drill divot right here on the micarta handle, so you could use that as a bearing block for your bow drill. I have many of knives with the bow drill system on the scales. So like my Tops Brothers of Bushcraft, I didn't swap out those handles, and I usually have that knife with me in my pack, or in my gear bag actually. And I do use that bow drill divot quite a bit on it, and they do work out really well, That way you don't have to make one out there in the woods. You got one with you at all times. Now the weight on this is 16 ounces, okay? Not too bad. I'm really feeling this knife. It's really comfortable in the hand. Here's the back side of the blade. And the front side. Also, I'm going to be taking this outside and doing a demo to see how well it holds up. But before I do all that, you guys probably wonder where the sheath is and everything. I did get a custom sheath made. This is my first time getting a custom leather sheath made by this guy, and it turned out awesome. Let me show you the work on this. It's nice, thick leather, great stitching all the way through here. Rivets to keep the sheath together, to keep the stitching in the mold on the bottom perfect. It's got little patterns through the sheath right here, as you can see where my thumb is. Let's get a close-up of that for you. It's got a great belt loop. Let's turn it over now. Here's the belt loop, guys. And you can see the stitching and the rivets. And then his logo is right here where my thumb is, okay? And his name is Charlie Klein. And right now, he doesn't have no stores or nothing, but he is selling them on eBay, and he's selling them for a great price. I mean, just a all around good price. These sheaths, what you're looking at, this is the only kind of sheath he's making right now, is a belt sheath right now. Okay, so what I got from the hardware store today is I got a keychain, split keychain ring, but it's 1.25 inches. I need 1.5 inches to attach it to my belt loop. Now the reason why is because I want to turn this sheath into a dangler. So I got this made as well. This is going to be going on my belt right here. Okay. It's got brass in the front here and a brass clip. So this is basically just going to hook onto my keychain here like this. Okay. And hook onto the belt loop right here. That way I could take this sheath off and on in a heartbeat. Out in the field, or if you're running through brush, you can take it off in a heartbeat. You know, and it's always great to have dangler sheaths. The reason why is because there's no way you can cut yourself, and you can take them off and swap them out to your partner in a heartbeat. So we're going to be getting out into my backyard and checking out the ESEE and see how much damage we can do to some logs. So with this guy out in the backyard right here, I got some wet oak right here. I just took my chainsaw and topped a little piece off. This stuff's really thin actually, but it'll break in a heartbeat. It's good chips to use for your fire. Then we do have some bigger stuff here, as you can see. Nice big chunks. We are going to test this out. See how it does on one little split here. Just like that. It took it right off. No problems. See the diameter there? We'll get into some bigger stuff right here in a minute. Nice little chunks to be starting a fire with out in the field. We got some bigger stuff right here. We'll take a huge chunk out of this one. As you can see, it does some fairly good work. The handles are working awesome. By the way, if you want to pick up one of these knives, I would go see Dale over at the Knife Connection, along with the TKC handles. Okay, now we got some 2-inch stuff right here. I took it out in a heartbeat, as you can see. 2 inches on the back, down to nothing on the front. Coming up on this knot hole right here. Let's just see if we can go right through that knot hole right there. I'm just curious. Okay, that's some of the knot hole. Let's go right down the middle of that knot hole. We'll get it, guys. It'll be a minute. As you can see, I just took that whole knot hole out. So you can see right down the middle of the knot hole. Nice wet wood. Like I said, I just cut this. You can see how white it is. And how red the redwood is right there. So that's the ESEE. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos. We got a lot of gun reviews, a lot of knife reviews, outdoor bushcraft, woodwork, etc. So stay tuned and thanks for watching. Peace out.